let's hang out. I'm gonna cook one of the coolest piece of meat you have ever seen. It is called Thor's hammer, and it is gonna knock your off.
Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
Look at this. Look at this. What's up, guys? It is fight day, so stick around. Let's hang out. I'm gonna cook one of the coolest piece of meat you have ever seen. It is called Thor's hammer, and it is gonna knock your off.
Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
It's gonna be phenomenal, so let's hang out. It's also our Easter Saturday. We got an Easter egg hunt. We got a whole bunch of random crap going on today, so hang out, follow along. We gotta go prep the meat. We gotta clean the grill. I got some work to do here for UFC Kansas City, so let's settle into that first. We're gonna do some UFC Kansas City work. Then we're gonna get this meat all cleaned up. We're gonna get the grill all cleaned up. We're gonna start cooking. We got a whole bunch of stuff to do, so follow along, let's hang out. It is fight day. This is my favorite day of the month, every single month. These are Thor's hammers. These are 2 5-pound beef shanks. We've got the bone marrow in there. All of this beautiful meat is gonna get smoked for about 7 hours. Then we're gonna mush it, chop it, turn it into beautiful, beautiful tacos. We're gonna cook these basically like a brisket. And I don't need to do too much other than all of this silver skin here. We're gonna peel that silver skin off. We're gonna get these seasoned. We're gonna tie them nice and tight. And then we're gonna throw them on the smoker. We're gonna go 250 for about 3 hours. Then we're gonna spritz, we're gonna rotate, we're gonna wrap. We'll cook them for another few hours, and then they should be good to go. So let's go ahead, clean these up. We'll get all of this silver skin off. The silver skin just doesn't really cook down. It's too chewy in your mouth, obviously. So we're gonna peel this off, then we'll get it seasoned, and we'll get them on the grill. We're all trimmed up. We took off the silver skin, so now it's just the meat. We got rid of that big, fat, gross grizzle. We took all of this stuff off. That's not gonna cook well. It's not gonna taste good. And now we have our giant Thor hammers. In here is the bone marrow. We're gonna be using that. So right now, the first thing I need to do is just season these. We're gonna load these up. I'm gonna use mustard as a binder. I probably don't even need a binder. We're gonna get them seasoned, and then I'm gonna tie them shut with some twine because we took off that silver skin. This is just gonna fall apart, so we wanna wrap it nice and tight, keep it all tied up. And if anybody here has cooked a brisket before, that's what we're doing. We're basically just making brisket, except it's gonna look a lot cooler and taste a lot better because it's a different cut of meat. So we're gonna get this all coated and then seasoned. We've got these all tied up. The string's gonna hold these together. Once we took off that silver skin, they're just gonna melt into the grill. So we've got them tied to keep their form, to cook evenly. We're gonna get these on the grill. First I gotta clean it. We're gonna let the seasoning adhere. Then we're gonna get that grill up to 250 degrees. We'll let it go like that for a few hours. We'll spritz it, we'll keep it wet, then we'll wrap it. We'll take all this bone marrow, we'll pour it on top. This is about 6-7 hour cook. We'll see how long it takes. But let's clean that grill, let's get these on, and we'll get this day going. We've got the meat prepped, so now we have to get the grill prepped. This is probably gonna be a 7 to 7.5 hour cook. So we want the grill super clean. We want nice, fresh charcoal. We're gonna suck out the ashtray. We're gonna get this ready to go, pristine, nice and clean, so it's gonna burn easy, clean, steady for about 7 to 7.5 hours. So let's jump in. Let's get this all cleaned up. I've already modified the hell out of this. I messed with the wires, the fan's gonna go. That's a whole nother video for a whole bunch of nerd stuff with the cooking, but let's get this all cleaned up so that we can get our meat on and we can get this thing smoking. We've got them on. We've got these two bad boys on there, 5 pounds each. They're good to go. This is going to take a while. We want to keep them here. I'm gonna let them go for a few hours. We're gonna rotate them. We're gonna spritz them to make sure they cook evenly. And then after about 4 hours or so, we're gonna go ahead, wrap them, and do all the next steps. So for now, we're just gonna let this sit, and we're gonna let it ride. The meat is on, the grill is clean. Let's go get the rest of our stuff. So some of us are gonna turn that meat into tacos. So I'm gonna get some cilantro, some lime, some cotija cheese, some chopped onion, tortillas, all of that stuff so we can make that into some delicious street tacos. Others are gonna eat it barbecue style, like a brisket with some sauce. But we're gonna go to the grocery store, get those supplies, come back, and then get on with our day. about 1 hour into this. Meat's been on here for an hour. It's time to spray it. We don't want it to dry out. Let's take a look at where we are. Looking good. Obviously, it's nowhere near cooked. And we're gonna spray it, keep the outside nice and wet. We'll get that nice good bark. We don't want this to dry out. And this is a combination of Dr. Pepper and apple cider vinegar. I actually hate Dr. Pepper. I'm not a big soda guy, but Dr. Pepper, apple cider vinegar. We're gonna spray this every now and then just to make sure it doesn't dry out. We'll keep coming back. A couple more hours, we'll wrap it. And this is just the whole process, man. This stuff takes forever, but I promise you, it's gonna be amazing. While I focus on cooking those giant pieces of meat, the wife here is making pizza rustica. This is old school Guido Easter pie. What's in here, Tiff?
Salami and sopressata, sharp provolone, basket cheese, fresh mozzarella, pecorino romano, and it's supposed to have mortadella.
And what are you doing, egg wash?
I'm doing the egg wash.
Ooh, baby. This is gonna be phenomenal. I love pizza rustica. It's an old school Italian thing. Let me know in the comments if you've ever even heard of it. I doubt a lot of you have, but it's phenomenal. You can eat it hot, you can eat it cold. You only eat it once a year, but that's going in the oven. We'll see that in a few hours too. We are 3 hours into this cook. Let's give it a look. See how they're looking. We obviously don't have bark or anything yet. We're less than halfway, but let's go ahead and check this temperature. We're at 140-ish. So we'll let it go a little longer. What I'm looking for is 150. When this hits like 150, 155, then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We'll put all this bone marrow in that wrap, and then we'll let it cook until it's all the way up to 200, which just means it is melt in your mouth. So for now, I'm gonna spray it. We'll move them around a little bit. The spray helps keep them nice and wet. Helps build that bark, and then we will come back in another hour or so, check to see when it gets to 150, and then we're gonna wrap it. Hello. Hi. Happy Easter. No, I don't.
So you can say, well, hey, man.
Hello. The pizza rustica is done. The Italian Easter pie. We got all sorts of Italian meats and cheeses in here. We're gonna let this cool. It's gotta chill, and then this will be on the table with the rest of the feast that we're cooking. Still have a ton of time left on that meat, but this is definitely looking good. It's been about 5 hours. These are 150 internal. So now we're gonna wrap them. We need this meat at 200 degrees. So we have our Thor's hammers here, and it's just very simple. We're gonna put this on the foil. We're gonna wrap this up really, really tight. I'm gonna put a couple of pads of butter in here. There's some marrow inside the bone. We're gonna pour that on top, and then we're gonna throw it right back on the grill for probably another 2 hours until it's a little over 200 degrees internal. So let's get these wrapped, get them on the grill, and we're gonna start drinking. We've got them wrapped. I double and triple wrap to keep it nice and tight. We got the bone marrow in there, we got the butter in there, and we're gonna let that go. Kids are in the bounce house. We're gonna let that go for another 2 hours probably. We're gonna check it with the temp check, the probe here. And once it's about 204, 205 internal, once that probe is just sliding through it like a hot knife through butter, then these are done. Probably 2 more hours, that'll get us to about 7 hours, 7.5 total. We'll see what happens. So we're gonna get ready. I'm gonna clean these kids up after the bounce house. We're going to an egg hunt. We're gonna start drinking, and then we'll come back, check on the meat, get the apps going, and this day's about to kick off. Oh, hello. Happy Easter. The moms are done hiding the eggs, so we're gonna drop these kids off. Let's go to an egg hunt. On board. Let's go, in the back. Let's go, load up.
You can ride my leg.
Mount up. Let's go.
Let's roll.
Everybody on?
All right, are y'all ready? On your mark. Mason. Yes. Set.
Let's go! Let's go!
Can we just make it neighborhood Google photos?
Bo, who do you have in the main event?
Oh man. 3 and 14 for former champs trying to
Immediate rematches.
immediate rematch regain versus the weight cut that Pereira does.
He looked no problem on the scale though.
I think Izzy tries to take it into the later rounds, and maybe the weight cut catches up to Pereira.
So you're going Izzy to buck the trend?
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. All right, you want to ride with Olivia in the back?
See how you made out. Look at that. Huh? Nice job. All right, let's head out. All right, it's been 7 some odd hours. We're good. We're checking the temp. We're looking for 205-ish. We're good. And look how easy this goes in and out. In and out, in and out. This is good. Did you just burp in the camera? No. So this is good. We're gonna take this out, let it rest for 15 minutes, and we're gonna shred the hell out of it and make some tacos. They are done. Our Thor's hammer is done. We're gonna cut. Get the hell out of my face. What are you doing? Back up.
Oh.
Show all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, give that to Casey.
Great job.
Cut it. All right, here we go. Start over. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
5, take 1, go.
Hey, welcome back to the show.
But look at all the negative space you have around him. Redo it.
9, take 3.
Okay, here we go.
The Thor's hammers are done. Oh, my hands are hot. We let these rest for a half an hour. I'm gonna cut the string off, and we're gonna start shredding. It falls right off that one. Ooh. Go ahead, burn your hands. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at that hammer.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah, well.
Would you look at that?
Earthy. I'm leaving this all in.
Tell me about the marrow.
So the bone marrow, we poured it on the meat. Look at this. We did. We're gonna pull this bone off. This is so hot. And we're gonna chop this up, we're gonna shred it, we're gonna turn it into tacos. It just peels away. Wow. Let's go ahead and build our taco before we eat everything else. We get our meat, I like a little pico, a hot. We're gonna throw some crema. Can you open that? A little bit of crema.
Wrap that thing up and enjoy.
I know it's gonna be delicious.
Love that for you.
There we go.
That's it.
All right, Case, let's hear it.
All right, here we go.
Be honest, is it good?
Very good.
No, you can be honest.
Very good.
You serious? Here is the pizza rustica. It's pie with ricotta cheese, mozzarella, some supersad salami. It's not dessert. And there's some carrots. And we're working on it all. The moms took the kids to go get some dessert at the place across the street. And we just found out the Karl Williams-Chase Sherman fight is canceled. Normally, stuff like that, like it sucks, but this especially sucks. Karl Williams was in the safety parlay. So now what happens is the 3-leg safety parlay essentially becomes the 2-leg. So your bookmakers are just gonna readjust the odds of your parlays. If you have Karl Williams and one other person, it basically becomes a money line for the other person. So whatever that bet is, it stays alive, they'll adjust the odds. Karl Williams is out, that sucks. Hopefully it doesn't screw your DraftKings up too bad because I know he was in a lot of people's lineups, as he should have been. So that absolute trash city, but first fight we're gonna get is gonna be a fun one. We're gonna get Amorim versus Sam Hughes. We're gonna find out how good Amorim actually is.
For the winner, by unanimous decision, Sam Page.
Everybody wants to know how good were those Thor's hammers. That was expensive meat, that looked delicious. I gotta tell you. Yeah, we effed it up. I had to order some pizzas. It was dry, it wouldn't shred. We had to order pizza. Giant fail. Let's hang out. I'm gonna cook one of the coolest piece of meat you have ever seen. All of this beautiful meat is gonna get smoked for about 7 hours. probably gonna be a 7 to 7.5 hour cook. And this is just the whole process, man. This stuff takes forever, but I promise you, it's gonna be amazing. We are 3 hours into this cook. Let's give it a look. It's been about 5 hours. We're gonna let that go for another 2 hours probably. All right, it's been 7 some odd hours. We're good.
Very good.
No, you can be honest.
Very good.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
But thank God we have alcohol and the kids have ice cream
And
a whole bunch of
cheese pizza.
a whole bunch of other random stuff, so you can't win them all. I don't know what I did wrong. What an absolute waste of money that was. So disappointing. It was just dry. It was just absolutely dry, but it is what it is. This night's still gonna be good.
I know you think I'm down there wallowing in my own self-pity, waiting to be rescued and saved, but I'm fine, okay? We're fine.
Safety parlay just hit. The Lupi Calvillo fight is over 2.5 rounds. Karl Williams is out, but Ignacio Bahamondes also won, so the safety parlay hit. Nice little streak. The odds have been adjusted because of the Karl Williams fight, but we're good to go. Safety parlay hit. Very, very happy. This fight's definitely, I didn't bet this fight other than over on the round in the safety parlay. Super interesting fight. Lupi's not doing what we expected Lupi to do, but that's fine. I said I couldn't trust her, and I wouldn't spend my money on her, but I do trust women's MMA to go to a decision. That's what we got here. So safety parlay crushed so far. 287's been pretty solid on bets for me at least. All right, we're gonna find out. Jacob's first, the moron did 3 lock of the weeks. Let's see what happens with the first one. This was super close. Here we go. I think Waterson split. Good. Okay, let's see. Michelle. Ooh, ooh, Jacob lost his first lock of the week, but that was super close. He did hit his most takedowns bet though. He had a bet for Michelle Waterson to get the most takedowns. He hit that. Tough break. He's never hit more than 1 lock of the week on the same card. I don't know why he keeps doing that, but that was a solid fight. Here we go. We're gonna find out Jacob's second lock of the week won. Super close. Super close. 30-27, they're giving it to Kelvin. They gave it to Kelvin. That headbutt in the second round didn't help. It looked like a knockdown and it wasn't. Poor Jacob, 0 for 2 in the lock of the weeks. That was an absolute brawl. Kelvin Gastelum looked the best he's ever looked.
Again. Pereira, so damn good.
Holy shit. Holy shit. That was wild. That was absolutely wild. Izzy was like, Izzy, what do you say, 30 seconds away from getting stopped himself? Izzy was about to get stopped. Turns out this was awesome. Man, they have to do this again. They have to do this a 3rd or a 4th time, depending how you want to do the math. This was awesome. This was awesome.
What a fight. I gotta go pee.
Well, I have to, that's how vlogs work. I have to record the pee.
No, you know.